Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a place where light fades, where the world turns silent and heavy. Not the stars above, no, but the ocean below. Vast, black, stretching further than any map can show. I'm your name, your guide into the shadows of top secret UFOs. And tonight, we're sinking into a mystery deeper than the sea itself, a secret that whispers from the abyss. It begins in 1963. Off the jagged coast of California. Picture a lone fisherman, Tom Harper, drifting on his weathered boat. The night is still, the sea a mirror of glass reflecting a sky full of stars. He's hauling his nets, the ropes rough against his calloused hands, when a sound stops him cold. A hum, low, steady, rising from the depths, not the wind whispering through the sails, not the groan of his old engine. This comes from beneath the waves, a vibration that crawls up his spine. Tom peers over the edge. The water is dark, endless, swallowing the moonlight. Then, a flicker, a faint green glow dances below the surface, like a lantern in a fog. He rubs his eyes, thinking it's a trick of the night. But no, the light pulses, alive, rhythmic, like the beat of some unseen heart. It grows, spreading wider, brighter, until it stretches 30 feet across. A shimmering circle beneath his boat. The air grows thick, the hum now a rumble that shakes the wooden deck under his boots. And then, the sea splits. Imagine it. The water pulls apart, slow and deliberate, as if something massive is pushing through. A shape emerges, smooth as polished stone, round like a perfect disc, gleaming with a wet, metallic sheen. Droplets cascade off its surface, catching the starlight as it rises, hovering just above the waves. It's silent now, the hum gone, but Tom swears he sees it move, not with engines or wings, but with a strange, living rhythm, like it's breathing the salty air. His hands tremble on the wheel. What is it? A machine? A creature? He doesn't wait for answers. The engine roars to life, and he flees, the cold spray of the ocean stinging his face as he races for shore. Back in town, he spills his tale, voice shaking, eyes wide. The townsfolk chuckle. Too much sun, Tom, they tease. Too much whiskey. But their laughter fades when they see his face. Tom, a man who'd braved storms and sharks, never sets foot on a boat again. He wasn't alone, you know. Others have heard that hum, seen those lights. The ocean cradles secrets, secrets older than our cities, deeper than our fears. Not just wrecks of lost ships or bones of forgotten whales, but them. Beings from beyond, hiding in the watery dark. Aliens, some whisper, watching us from below. Can you feel it? The pull of the unknown? Stay with me, we're diving deeper. Picture a vast, restless sea, the Pacific Ocean in 2004. Its surface a sheet of molten silver under a pale sky. I'm your name, your guide through the shadows of top secret UFOs. And tonight, we're stepping onto the deck of the USS Princeton, a Navy ship slicing through the waves near San Diego. The air hums with the pulse of machines. Radar screens glowing green in the dim control room. This isn't just any ship, it's a hunter, armed with eyes that pierce the heavens. But that day, those eyes caught something they weren't meant to see. Commander David Fravor stands at the helm. He's a man carved from steel, sharp eyes, steady hands, a pilot who's flown through storms and stared down danger. His radar crackles to life, painting a picture no one expects. Objects, dozens of them, dot the screen like ghostly fireflies. They're high, 80.000 feet up where the air thins to nothing. Then, impossibly, they drop. A plunge straight down to sea level in the snap of a finger. No jet moves that fast. No missile bends the laws of physics like that. David's jaw tightens. He straps into his fighter jet and roars into the sky to hunt the unknown. And there it is. Imagine it. A shape hanging above the waves. White as bone, smooth as a river stone. Shaped like a giant tic-tac, 40 feet of mystery with no wings. No engines, no sound. It hovers, motionless, a pale specter against the endless blue. David circles closer, his breath fogging the cockpit glass. Below it, the ocean churns, wild, frothing, as if some unseen titan stirs the depths. Bubbles rise, thick and frantic, bursting on the surface like a warning. Something's down there, pushing, waiting. Then, it moves. A blur, a streak, gone faster than his eyes can follow. vanishing into the horizon like a phantom swallowed by the wind. David lands, heart pounding, but the real shock comes later. The radar logs tell a stranger tale. Those objects didn't just flee the sky, some dove, straight down, piercing the waves, sinking into the black heart of the sea. No splash, no trace, just gone. The Navy buried it deep. For years, the story slept in locked files, whispered only in shadowed corners of the ship. Then, in 2017, a crack opened, grainy video slipped out, showing that tic-tac dancing with the sky. They call it a UAP now. A cold, clean name. Unidentified aerial phenomena. But why the water? What pulled it under? Was it hiding from us? From them? The crew felt it. Later that night, sonar pinged back echoes, faint and wrong, like voices from a place no human ear should hear. The report says, unknown, but those eyes in the control room, they saw. Those whispers in the dark, they knew. The ocean swallowed their secret, and it's calling us still. Let's follow it down. Imagine a corner of the sea where the rules unravel, where the horizon bends and the compass forgets north. I'm your name, your guide through the shadows of top secret UFOs. And tonight, we're drifting into the Bermuda Triangle, a cursed stretch of water pinned between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, a graveyard of the lost, where over 1,000 souls, sailors, pilots, dreamers, vanished into thin air. Storms, they say. Currents, they murmur. Pirates, perhaps. But what if the truth lies deeper, coiled in the dark beneath the waves? Let's step back to December 5th, 1945. Picture it. A bright Florida morning. The sun glinting off the wings of 5 Navy planes, Flight 19, rising into a cloudless sky. A simple training run, nothing more. The pilots are sharp, their voices steady over the radio. The hum of engines a promise of return. Then, the air shifts. A crackle cuts through the static. Charles Taylor, the leader, speaks, his words jagged with confusion. My compass, it's spinning. The ocean, it looks wrong. Below them, the water twists, shimmering unnaturally. A mirror-turned traitor. Minutes tick by. The radio falls silent, swallowed by an eerie hush. 5 planes, gone. A rescue craft races after them, a hulking mariner. Engines roaring. It too fades into the void, erased from the world. But the sea remembers. That same day, fishermen bobbed on their boats near the triangle's edge, nets heavy with the morning's catch. The water was still, a glassy sheen, until it wasn't. Lights flickered below, first blue, soft as a whisper, then red, sharp as blood. They swirled in perfect circles, slow and deliberate, like a dance no human hand could choreograph. One man, his weathered face pale, leaned closer. He saw it, a shadow swelling from the depths. Vast, bigger than his boat, a disk, edges smooth as a polished blade, rose silent from the sea. No hum, no ripple, just a presence. Heavy and alive, it hung there, a dark omen against the sky, then slipped back beneath the waves, leaving only stillness in its wake. Years later, divers dared the triangle's depths. Picture their lights cutting through the murk, beams trembling as they brushed across the sand. There, half buried, glinting like forgotten treasure, chunks of metal, smooth as glass, heavy as secrets. No rust dares touch them, no markings scar their surface. They gleam, perfect, ancient, as if time itself bends around them. Scientists cradle these relics, their tools humming, their voices hushed. Unknown alloy, they mutter, eyes darting to the shadows. Not steel, not iron, not of this earth. Now, imagine this. A hidden dominion beneath the Bermuda Triangle. A fortress carved in the ocean's bones. Aliens, their eyes unblinking, their ships silent, watching us. Taking what they please, ships swallowed whole. Planes plucked from the sky. Lives erased like chalk in rain. Those lights, those shadows, their traces. Fingerprints of something vast and unseen. Why do things vanish here? Is it chance, or design? Are they lurking there now? In the depths, their gaze turned upward? The sea holds its breath. Let's plunge further. Imagine a chasm where the world ends, a wound in the earth's skin. Deeper than despair itself. I'm your name, your guide through the shadows of top secret UFOs. And tonight, we're descending into the Mariana Trench, 7 miles of crushing black. A realm where light drowns and steel bends like straw. The ocean here isn't alive, it's something else. Something ancient, something that watches. We've dared to peek, with trembling machines and fragile hope. And sometimes, down there, the darkness looks back. It's 2012. Dr. Elena Voss, a scientist with steady hands and a restless mind, sits hunched over her controls. Her robot sub, a metal spider strung with lights and sensors, creeps along the trench's floor. Picture it. A wasteland of jagged rocks, their edges sharp as forgotten blades. And fish, pale, eyeless things, darting through the murk. Hours drag on, the silence heavy, the screen a dull parade of gray. Then, a flicker, a glitch, she thinks, until it steadies. A glow seeps from the void, not her sub's beams, but something older, colder, blooming in the dark. Elena's pulse quickens. She twists the dials, zooms in. The glow sharpens into a ring of lights, soft, bluish white, pulsing slow like a dying star. They weave together, tracing a shape, massive, 100 feet wide, a disc half sunk in the silt. Its edges gleam, smooth as polished bone, unmarred by the trench's relentless grip. The sub inches closer, its lights trembling, casting shadows that twist and stretch. Then, nothing. The screen goes black, the signal dies. They haul the sub up, its hull scorched, its camera a melted ruin. But the last frame clings to life, a blurred smear of two vast black eyes, unblinking, staring from the gloom. Her team scoffs. Equipment failure, they mutter, their laughter thin and nervous. Elena doesn't laugh. Those eyes haunt her, a weight she can't shake. A year later, she returns, alone. No crew, no safety net, just her and a new sub. Its hydrophone primed to listen. The descent is slow, the dark pressing in like a living thing. Then, she hears it. A sound slithers through the speakers, whispers. Soft and jagged, clicking like bones tapping glass. Not human, not animal, a language from beyond the stars. She records it, her hands shaking, the tape whirring. Suddenly, the sub lurches. A blow, hard and deliberate, rattles the hull. Metal groans. Something out there strikes again. Unseen, unforgiving. Elena pulls up, fast, her breath a ragged prayer. She surfaces and seals her lips forever. That recording? It drifts online, eerie. Alive. Dare to hear it, if you can. What lurks in the Mariana Trench? A lost ship. Its hull a tomb? A city of shadows, humming in the deep? Or aliens, older than our bones? Their gaze eternal. Their home this abyss? Elena saw them, and they saw her, a secret traded in the dark. The trench keeps its silence, but it's watching still. Let's press on. Pause for a moment and let the silence settle. Here, in the shadows of top secret UFOs, a question unfurls, a puzzle stitched from whispers and waves. What if the tales you've heard aren't mere echoes? Picture this. Aliens, not travelers from far-off stars, but dwellers within our own restless earth, concealed beneath the ocean's shroud. Their presence a flicker in the deep, tracing our every step through millennia of stillness. Could such a secret breathe beneath us? Cast your mind back. That glowing disc Tom Harper glimpsed, throbbing like a living pulse beneath the California waves. Was it a beacon? Or a warning carved in light? The Navy's tic-tac, a pale wraith skimming the Pacific, then plunging into the void. What drew it down? What held it there? The Bermuda Triangle, a thief of ships and souls, leaving only ghostly lights to spin in the dark. A random curse? Or a deliberate snare? And those eyes in the Mariana Trench, vast as night, peering through the gloom. Did they stumble upon us? Or have they always known we're here? Are these fragments chance, or a truth we've turned our backs on? Voices of science murmur a haunting fact. 95% of the ocean remains a mystery. A shadowed expanse beyond our reach. That's a realm vast enough for marvels or dread. Imagine their ships, sleek husks of metal, crashing ages ago, slipping through the black to rest on the seafloor. Did they crumble, or rise anew? Envision bases etched into the depths, walls slick as mirrors, lights pulsing like captive stars, unseen by our fragile machines. Are they waiting there, patient and unseen? Or what if they've never left? Older than our oldest stories, lords of a world we merely tread upon. Who truly claims this earth, you or them? Stand by the sea someday and let your senses sharpen. The waves whisper, endless and soft, but what stirs below? A glint beneath the tide, imagination. Or a gaze meeting yours? A hum, faint as a dream, teasing your ears, waves. Or a call from the deep? Feel that shiver crawl up your spine. Is it the cold, or something brushing the edge of your world? Down there, in the deep unknown, a truth lingers, not pleading to be seen, but daring you to look. What's your answer? Are aliens in the ocean of fleeting fancy, or a shadow we've overlooked too long? Share your thoughts below. What do you see in the depths? Stay with Top Secret UFOs, where mysteries unravel and questions take root. The sky holds its secrets, but the sea cradles them still. Until the next tale unfolds.